Good afternoon. My name is Janice Min, and I'm a manager in the Compliance Division of the San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District. To my left is Sam Palmquist, one of our senior air quality inspectors who will be providing today's presentation. Today, we are holding a public workshop to present a draft version of potential amendments to Rule 4101 related to visible emissions. This meeting is being held via video teleconference at all 3 regional offices and via Zoom. This meeting is also being recorded. We will do our best to facilitate a smooth meeting. Before we begin, I want to review some general information and instructions for the meeting. Please silence your communication devices, such as your mobile or desk phones. This will ensure that we are not hearing any feedback that may interrupt the meeting. There will be an opportunity for comments or questions at the end of the presentation. However, if you do have any questions at any point in the presentation, please make yourself known and we'll try to get to you. Before you make your comment, please state your name and affiliation. For those attending in person, please approach the podium to present your comment or question. For members of the public participating via the Zoom application, please press the raise hand button so that you may be recognized to speak. You may also send any comments or questions via email using the email address of webcast@valleyair.org, and we'll respond to your comments or questions. Thank you for your participation. I'll now be deferring to Sam for his presentation on Rule 4101 amendments.
Thanks, Janice. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Thanks for coming. Today, we're talking about Rule 4101 visible emissions and a potential amendment to the rule. If there's anybody who needs Spanish translation, we do have a translation service in the central office.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Christina and my colleague Tanya online. We will be the simultaneous interpreters for the meeting today. I will be giving some instructions on how to listen to the webinar in Spanish. Buenas tardes, daré las instrucciones para escuchar la interpretación en español de la reunión. Si están usando una computadora, en los controles de la reunión, el seminario web, seleccione el icono de interpretación que parece a un mundo en la parte debajo de la pantalla. Seleccione español y silencie el audio original. Si está usando una tableta o un teléfono, puede seleccionar los 3 puntos para ver más opciones. Seleccione interpretación y siga las mismas instrucciones de arriba. Para hacer un comentario o una pregunta, puede seleccionar el icono de reacciones para levantar su mano. También puede mandar un correo electrónico que es webcast@valleyair.com. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so we have air quality challenges in the Valley unique to our geography. Valley challenges in meeting federal air quality standards are unmatched due to the unique topography and meteorology of the area. Currently, the Valley is designated as a non-attainment status for the state standards of particulate matter 10 microns or less, which is PM10. And the Valley is also designated in serious non-attainment federal standards for fine particulate matter, PM2.5. Visible emissions, the topic of today, are any particulate or gaseous matter which can be detected by the human eye. Requirements within Rule 4101, a person shall not discharge into the atmosphere from any single source of emission whatsoever any air contaminant other than uncombined water vapor for a period or periods aggregating more than 3 minutes in any 1 hour, which is as dark or darker in shade as the designated as number 1 on the Ringelmann chart as published by the United States Bureau of Mines, or of such an opacity as to obscure an observer's view to the degree equal to or greater than smoke described above 20% opacity. Visible emissions from a stationary source. Regularly, district staff, as well as other trained observers, conduct what are called visible emissions evaluations, and that's pursuant to the US EPA Method 9 to ensure compliance with standards set by the Clean Air Act and District Rule 4101. Observers must complete an initial training and be recertified every 6 months to perform the VEE per Method 9. Method 9 also specifies training and certification procedures for trained observers, commonly referred to as smoke school, where observers read live smoke from a smoke generator. The California Air Resource Board, or CARB, has historically offered smoke school throughout the year in various locations around the state to certify and recertify observers. In recent years, CARB has reduced the number of locations where VEE certification is offered, requiring longer travel for district staff and other trained observers from industry to maintain their certifications. In August 2023, the US EPA approved an alternative method, Alt 152, proposed by Virtual Smoke School, LLC, to certify observers for VEE using a virtual reality or VR headset. Testing was conducted to demonstrate that observers certified using VR technology were just as accurate as observers certified through traditional smoke school. This alternative allows smoke school and VEE certification to be completed anywhere, anytime. This eliminates challenges of inclement weather and the need to travel. Only one company has VR software approved by the EPA so far, but other competitors could also hit the market in the future. So the reason for the district amending Rule 4101, currently Rule 4101 defines an observer as a human observer certified and trained by the California Air Resource Board, CARB. The purpose of this definition is to ensure that observers complete the necessary training and certification process required in EPA Method 9. And although CARB has historically been the sole provider of this training in our district, it was not the district's intent to restrict the use of approved alternative certification methods. An amendment to the rule language is necessary to allow the use of other alternatives that receive EPA approval, such as Alt 152. The proposed amendments under consideration right now, proposed amendments to Rule 4101 would redefine what an observer is. The new definition would allow more flexibility to both district and industry to utilize other options besides CARB for certification, while still upholding that training and certification must meet the standards set in EPA Method 9 or an approved alternative method. The proposed definition of an observer currently is a qualified human observer certified and trained in accordance with the procedures in EPA Method 9 or alternative methods approved by EPA and the APCO. The next steps, public engagement process for this amendment of the rule. Today we're doing the public workshop, and March 17th, 2026, the publication of the proposed rule will come out. And beginning March 31st, 2026 is the public comment period. And we invite the public to participate and comment throughout this process. April 16th, 2026 is the governing board hearing, public hearing that we will hold and aim to move this rule amendment forward. Here's my contact information. You may email me anytime with your questions. I will do my best to address them as quickly as possible. Thank you very much for listening. And if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to send them my way now.
Do we have any public comments in Central?
Showing none in Fresno and currently no comments online.
Any public comments in South?
No public comment in Bakersfield.
Thank you. I believe that concludes our meeting.
Thank you very much for your time.